What was Erich von Daineken looking for in Tsutsuros of ancient Crete in Greece? Strange relationship with Minos, King Minos. You know him, the Golden Touch. In 1996, on Sunday, May 12th, an article appeared in the famous Sunday Afternoon under the title "The Hunters of the Mummy of King Minos. What do the southern coast of Crete and Daineken suddenly interest hide?" After "What did the Americans do in the cave in the Tsutsuros region of Crete in 1958?" other information was found from 2003 about this cave that seems to be related to ancient Greek and ancient lost hidden knowledge and technology and even other worlds. The article, signed by Dimitri Kokoris, referred to a visit by Erich von Daineken to Crete, focusing on the village of Tsutsuros, in which incredible descriptions are made. Strange things and incomprehensible, extremely difficult for common sense to approach. They are more like a well-crafted science fiction script. No one is able to unravel the facts through a complex tangle of narratives, rumors, and fictions, where questions of metaphysics are also involved, the paranormal. So, an attempt to dive into a murky story which had been circulating by word of mouth for the last few years without ever officially coming out. The south coast of Crete, somewhere near the small village of Tsutsuros, at a distance of around 80 kilometers from the city of Heraklion, Crete, which is on the north shore, in an area where there are some big mountains. When the midday sun begins to dip and one looks from a narrow angle, one can make out unusual shapes in the mountains: lion heads, human figures, and pyramidal depictions. What about King Minos and the pharaohs of Egypt? As we know, Egypt is just south of Crete, the island of Crete. Beneath these bowels of the earth lies a labyrinth world. Somewhere in its center is the great tomb of the mythical cosmocrator King Minos. Next to him there are embalmed other kings of that period, corresponding to the pharaonic pyramids of Egypt. And at the entrance is a huge arbor made of gold. The bunches of grapes hanging from there are also made of gold. Golden birds with many diamonds have been crafted all around, but the story doesn't end there. After all, legends are not subject to limitations. In the bowels of this very earth lie buried the greatest secrets of mankind, specimens of a superior civilization that pre-existed in the depths of the centuries. Inscriptions and type of linear writing are numerous. So are the representations. There is even talk of the existence of spaceships of the time. Whoever succeeded in interpreting the scriptures will become the possessor of 7 sealed secrets, ranging from the ultimate war machine and the capabilities of brain functions to the elixir of life and interplanetary civilization. And all this because the specific area of Crete has always yielded important archaeological finds officially, and is under the continuous research of the competent scientists and the direct supervision of the Ministry of Culture. But suddenly, the famous researcher of extraterrestrial visits, Erich von Daineken, showed an interest in this crazy story. And recently he even went to Athens, and according to information, immediately after he traveled to the disputed area of Crete, in an exclusive interview which he gave to the special magazine Third Eye, Daineken mentions, among other things, that he would return to Greece for research together with his colleagues and some of his equipment. But the three eyes go even further and note the following verbatim. In recent years, there has been a growing interest in Greece and Hellenism in general. Many researchers and people of the spirit all over the world have shown an interest that has created many questions. It is characteristic that this interest is connected to various mysteries which are supposed to exist in the Greek area, which are related to ancient technologies, to mythological traditions, and also to the special geodetic position of the place. Among all these seekers, Erich von Daineken could not be missing. Information tells us that he intended to visit Crete to investigate some of these secrets, quote unquote, there's an area in South Crete where something is supposed to be buried there since ancient times, and one of the reasons for von Daineken's visit is to the Big Island, is to investigate the specific location of this quote unquote secret. It's characteristic, however, that the Israeli Secret Service also have shown some interest in this matter. What is happening in South Crete? Let's hope the demonic Herr von Daineken, Erich von Daineken, will want to reveal it to us in his books. It's clear that the publication photographs the original story mentioned above, but without going into detail. Otherwise, the information states that there is a certain group of self-taught researchers who swear that he has found the passage that can lead to the great tomb of the King Minos. For years, this group has been addressing important factors in the scientific and political life of the country, but without finding any response. This same group talks about archaeological findings, which, when they come to light, will be much more important than even the Acropolis. The mayor of Archalohori in Crete, located near the village of Tsoutsiros, Mr. Haranopoulos Giannopoulos says, "It's true that we hear a lot. Myths and legends are pleasant to the ears. That's why they spread easily. But beyond and regardless of what is heard, the wider area is of great archaeological interest. As far as I know, there are findings that show connections between the Minoan and Egyptian civilizations. Earlier, in a cave in Tsoutsiros, ancient objects were found. These are known to archaeologists and the Ministry of Culture." This was in 1996. In the year 2000, Mr. Daineken's book, In the Name of Zeus, was published, and there were researchers talk about Minoan Crete, but does not write a word about the mysterious village of Tsoutsiros. Maybe he was told to shut up and not talk about it. Daineken is very well informed about all this, and it was no coincidence that the infamous trip to Crete, and especially Tsoutsiros, was made. Great secrets of the tribe are hidden there, and now we see quite vaguely about secret military bases, experiments, etc. Like all mysteries, this one has the right doses of ambiguity, hints, and rumors. Some questions that point to further research. 1. What exactly is the Ministry of Culture aware of? And they're not saying. Number 2. There has been some scientific announcement since then. 3. What exactly do the residents of the local authorities know? 4. There's still this group that claims to have found the important findings. 5. Something has since been written on the subject. 6. Do the island's politicians know anything about this? And is the government known for their love of the island and historical past? Do they have knowledge of specific areas and its mystery? Finally, all this silence after so many years, and finally silence is only suspicious. Why aren't they talking about what has been found there? And this is according to all these ancient mysteries and ancient technologies. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.